let's get started. I guess so. This session now, if you refer to your schedule, is to help you with installation. We did share in our guidelines email that we sent out to you prior to the start of the workshop with all the links and everything. We had sent out a detailed installation form, and I hope you have been able to install using that. And if you refer to that and followed it to the T, there wouldn't or shouldn't have been any problem. But sometimes we do see people having some issues related to Ubuntu or VirtualBox or some minor issues. We will help you out with that. We can start with our installation help session now. We have a very capable team with Mr. Ashley Melvin and Mr. Divyesh Varia, and also some very young enthusiasts, students who have learned OpenFOAM, joined through our sessions earlier and have been TAs. They're all available for help through the chat box. So please post your questions on the chat box. And depending on how common the problems are with respect to the installation, Ashley or Divyesh can take over and address the crowd. So with that, Ashley, I hand the session over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Shweta. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley, and there is another research associate, Divyesh, and I. So we'll be helping you with all the installation-related problems. So we've seen from the chat box that there are a lot of you who have faced the issue. So one of the person's query was if he could install VirtualBox and OpenFOAM in another drive. So since you don't have much free space, there is a version of OpenFOAM for Windows. It's called WSL, but then it is only supported on the Windows 10. So if you have Windows 10, you can just reply back to us and we'll be able to guide you. So for others who have said that they do face an issue, could you just be very specific in the chat box and let us know what those errors are, or wherever you are stuck at, we could help you one by one. Okay, for Sanket, so if you're using your virtual machine and want to copy commands, so there is a method to copy from Windows to the virtual machine, but I don't have the website ready right now. But what you can do is you can open your PDF in virtual machine Ubuntu. So there is a Firefox browser that comes default installed with the Ubuntu, and you can use that. You can open your link in that, and then you'll be able to copy it to your terminal.
So I think Mr. Mahendra Ram has the same issue. He says he's unable to paste in the prompt and how to put the password in the prompt because they're unable to type any word.
For the password in the prompt, I think if you're using Ubuntu, then you will not be able to see your password. You just need to type your password and press enter. So if it's right, it will execute the command. If it's not, it will show you an error.
Right. So for some privacy feature, you can't see it, but if it's the correct one, you can move on with the next step. I think most of them have been able to successfully install Ubuntu. That's how I understand it. So I think the help is with respect to installation of OpenFOAM.
Right. So for Windows 10, I'll just post a link to people who are facing the problem, only those who are facing a problem with the VirtualBox. If you have been able to install VirtualBox on Windows 10, that's okay. I mean, if you haven't yet, then I'll just send you a link.
Also, someone is asking how to make sure that it is installed correctly. OpenFOAM is installed correctly. Is there a way that they can?
Yeah. So in your terminal, you can just type simple space -foam. So I'll just post the command in the terminal. So yeah, I've just posted the command. It's simple form space -help. So that should be able to install your, check your installation. Yeah, I haven't shared anything yet. I'm just sharing a web page right now. This is for your OpenFOAM installation on Windows 10.
Ashley, maybe you may also want to tell them that this is very case specific and very specific, very sensitive to typos. So please check that, right?
Right. So the command that I earlier posted, the F is capital in there and the S is small. So we had a couple of people with the errors last day as well. So yeah, just please be sure to keep the cases right. So Preet Singh, I think you are the one who kind of mailed me a couple of days back. So for Docker, I'm sure there are some differences, especially since you're using Mac. There will be a difference in the commands. So I think Devesh has uh, basic Linux command session planned post lunch. So in that, one of the commands is to copy, which is copy folders where you have cp-r. The R is lowercase in that case, but in Mac it becomes you'll have to use a capital R. So yeah, these are some of the differences, but there are more. But I think you can figure it out. You can just search for it yourself for Mac commands, and yeah, you should be able to uh, find them. Okay, so I have posted a link for Windows 10 users who haven't yet been able to install OpenFOAM or VirtualBox. So this is a version of OpenFOAM that is supported using the Windows subsystem for Linux. So you can try that. All the instructions are given there, and if you find any errors there, you can just write to put this in the chat box.
I have tried to install Ubuntu,
Right.
and when I try to add processor, it is not letting me to add processors. Only one CPU is there now.
Okay, so in the document that we had shared, so this happens because you haven't enabled virtualization. So in the document, at the last page, we have an appendix called telling you how to enable virtualization in your machine. So you can try those steps, and then you can come back to your step, and you should be able to add more processes.
Okay. And also one error message shows invalid settings detected, and says hardware visualization is enabled in the acceleration section of the system page. Shall I disable it in the acceleration section?
I think once you enable virtualization first and then come back, you probably wouldn't get the error.
Okay.
But if you're still getting the error, yeah, you can just let us know. We'll be able to guide you from there.
Okay.
By the way, what machine are you using, sir?
I'm using Windows in a Windows installed HP machine.
Which version of Windows?
Laptop, HP laptop, Windows 10.
Windows 10. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work for you, then we can obviously go for the WSL version as well. But yeah, you can just try enabling virtualization first.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, it's work in a Windows 7.
So are you using Windows 7?
Yes, sir.
So the WSL version wouldn't. For Windows 7, 8, 8.1, we suggest that you go with the VirtualBox, because VirtualBox is compatible with all the Windows, and you must be able to install OpenFOAM on VirtualBox as well. So were you able to install VirtualBox?
Yes, sir.
And Ubuntu in it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you stuck somewhere, or did you were you able to install OpenFOAM as well?
So I installed, but window is corrupted.
The window is corrupted, or Ubuntu is corrupted?
Yes, sir.
What does it show? Can you just share your screen or something like that, or you can just read out what the messages are on the screen?
So invalid setting.
Okay, so you're not able to power on your virtual machine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think somewhere you might have given more RAM than necessary or more memory than necessary. So I think while you were choosing those sliders, you would see that in the first part there was a green section which says you can allot so much memory for the given specification of your system. So if you kind of roll it back to those recommended settings, that should probably solve it. By the way, what does it say under invalid settings? What does it show, any message or anything?
Sir, memories related.
Memory. I think then you might have given allotted more memory than you can.
Okay, sir.
Sir, do we get the recordings of these sections for 3 days, or do we get it?
Shweta,
What was that question? Can you repeat that, please?
if he will get
Ma'am,
a
I have some
recording.
problem regarding installations, so I shall not be able to cope up. So, do we get recordings of these sessions for the 3 days, ma'am?
I will have to check with that with our team and also with Professor Kannan. So we'll have to take a call on how we can share this. Usually these are very large, but I would insist to please, follow through with this as far as possible.
Sir, is it okay if I only give 10 GB as the space rather than 20 GB, because I don't have much space in my disk? 10 GB is okay, or should I give more than that?
I think the recommended ones are around 30, but 10 GB. I mean, we haven't really worked it out ourselves, but yeah, you can try. What Windows are you using, by the way?
I have Windows 10.
Windows 10. Okay. You can so if you're able to get Ubuntu working on VirtualBox, good. But I would suggest that as a backup, you also go for the WSL version. The link I've just posted a couple of minutes back. So that should be compatible on your Windows as well. So you can keep that as a backup just in case.
Sure, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, sir. 1 minute. I will share my screen once.
Also, for the VirtualBox, I believe the internet should be good enough. Correct, Ashley?
Right. So
Make sure that, go ahead.
yeah. So for people who are facing an error, which is you will see on your screen that you can.
Yes. Yes, sir. It is fine. It's installed or not?
This is installed. You don't have to worry. It's installed properly.
Yes, sir. How can I open the OpenFOAM then?
OpenFOAM, everything happens on the terminal. So unlike other softwares, you don't have a GUI or any software specific window. Everything happens on terminal. So
only in this thing we have
Yes.
to do everything in this.
Yes, everything will be on the terminal itself.
Yeah.
So if you want
first time Ubuntu.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm using first time Ubuntu, but I don't know how to use in this. That's why I'm asking.
Don't worry. We have a session on terminal and terminal commands and everything post lunch. So you will be quite familiar with the terminal environment once you're done with that session.
Once you have successfully installed OpenFOAM.
Sir, once confirm it, I'm done on this, right?
Yes, you are. You
are successfully installed. I request other participants to please mute themselves unless they have a question.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Also, if you have successfully installed it, please wait. We have another session. Mr. Gaurav Pandey, can you please Thank you. Like I said, if you are done and you have successfully installed, please wait for the others to also catch up with installation. We do have another session where we will introduce you to the Linux commands and also walk through the OpenFOAM file folder structure right after lunch. You may want to keep the schedule that we have shared and also posted. The link has been posted in the chat box earlier to make sure that you know what is coming up. So with that, let's continue with any other questions regarding installation, please.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
I have installed VirtualBox, and from VirtualBox, I have installed the Ubuntu. So I'm just sharing the screen.
Can I install this thing in my E drive or any other drive, because my C drive is full? So doing it in another drive, would there be any problem for that?
I'm facing this problem, sir. See, when I'm clicking on Ubuntu from VirtualBox, only this screen is showing, and after entering, it's not giving me any response. Like this error is going to be there.
Okay.
I hope you can see my screen.
Okay, you're getting a crypt setup failed password. Okay. So I think there was a problem. So one thing you can do is try configuring it again. I think something might have been, I mean, people have faced this issue because of choosing a wrong keyboard or something like that. But I'm sure it could be something else as well. So I would suggest you power off this virtual machine, try the configuration again, and this time just follow whatever was said in the instructions. So that should solve the problem. So it is mostly because of the keyboard settings, but yeah, it could be something else as well. So just to be clear, you could just try start from the Ubuntu.
Excuse me, sir, I have the solution to this problem. I also face this problem.
Yeah, please.
Yes. During installation of Ubuntu, ma'am, you must have entered, must have set some password for your system. So you have to enter that password through keyboard and then you have to press enter. Then it will move forward. Please try that.
But for password, it is not asking actually.
Ma'am, it's written bad password. That means, yes, please minimize your screen. You can see there is a space available where you can type your password.
Okay.
Please type your password and press enter, then you must move forward.
Okay, I will try that. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sanket Prabhudesai says that mouse click showing paste option is inactive. So should they be using their keyboard, Ashley, or?
I didn't get that question. What was that?
This mouse right click showing paste option is inactive. Mr. Sanket Prabhudesai, is your question resolved or do you want to ask?
So Sanket, is it on the terminal or is it somewhere else?
Hello, I'm Krishnaman. I guess I have the same issue. May I?
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, after opening the terminal by Control Alt T to initialize, I guess there is a step asking to copy and paste sudo command. And when we are copying it from the PDF, it is not being able to paste in the terminal.
Okay, are you copying? So is the PDF open in your Windows machine?
It is open. Yeah, it is open.
Okay, and you are trying to copy it into a VirtualBox terminal, right?
Yeah, the second step.
Second step. Okay, so you are basically using VirtualBox, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so for VirtualBox, this bilateral copying from Windows to Ubuntu, the support for that is not there by default. An additional command needs to be added for that. But for the time being, you can try opening the same link in your Ubuntu machine. So there is a Firefox browser which comes installed by default on Ubuntu. You can open the link in your Firefox browser of Ubuntu, and then you should be able to copy it.
Sir, if you allow me to share the screen, I will show you how to copy the code lines, sir. In the VirtualBox, open the settings under the Ubuntu and go to General and Advanced, and in the drop down mention click on bidirectional, so that you can copy the lines from Ubuntu Windows to Ubuntu, and then click OK.
Okay, so people who were facing issue with copying, you can try this solution. So thanks, Aitija, for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Can you come again the same?
Yes.
The settings, the copying issue.
Okay.
What do we need to do? Go to settings.
Settings. You could show it again, Saiteja. So the screen is still visible, right?
Settings, General, Advanced, and Shared Clipboard bidirectional.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. While typing, my keyboard works differently, sir. Like it is inversely working for Shift and Control.
What was that? I didn't get that.
Yes, sir. While entering password, sir, we'll enter asterisk by entering Shift right, sir.
Okay.
But it's not working, sir. I have to enter a Control and then symbols. Control and Shift buttons are working inversely.
Oh, okay. This This I'm not sure of. I think it should be something with the keyboard settings. So Divesh, do you know any fix for this?
If you figured it out, I suggest you go with caps lock and shift alternate.
Sir, like, is there any standard keyboard, sir? Like, we generally use it in our laptops, right?
So I think by default, while installing, you can choose to. So there's an automatic select for while installing Ubuntu itself.
Yes, sir. I have kept the settings like in this instruction there, right, sir? Those
Right.
keyboards. Yeah, I have mentioned the demo list. Sir.
Okay. Okay. I haven't seen this issue before, so I'll just look for it and see if there are any fixes, and I'll let you know. Right? I'll
Yeah,
post it
okay.
in the chat box if I
Yes, sir.
find something. Sure.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Ashley, is he still facing issue with installation, you mean?
No, he has a problem copying commands. So his keyboard seems to have flipped some keys.
But
So-
he has been able to install it, right?
Yeah. By the way, yeah, were you able to install? Or
Yes, sir. I have successfully installed it.
okay.
So, like I mentioned, if you have successfully installed, please wait for others to install. This is an installation help session. Sorry about that. But for any other queries, we will take it on after lunch so that everyone else also has a chance to install it properly, right?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So let's get on with any other help. So I think Mr. Mahendra Ram, he says, were you able to install it, Mr. Mahendra Ram?
Okay. Mahendra Ram seems to still not be able to copy, right?
Looks like it. Or Mr. Is he still there? Is he online?
Even after changing the settings, the same issue is rising. We are not able to copy it.
Okay, that does happen. So I think you can go with opening your link in the Firefox of your Ubuntu system, and then you can copy them.
Yeah, even I tried, but the problem is when I open the Firefox, I try to copy in the Firefox. Even there also, it's not accepting the paste.
Okay, you will have to. So you must have you must have the link in your Gmail, right? So you can go to your Gmail and then get that PDF document, and then start copying from there.
Okay. So you want me to open my Gmail in the Ubuntu?
In the in the Firefox in the Ubuntu.
Okay.
I mean, it was
sir?
your Gmail account. If it was Gmail account, you got your instructions.
Yeah, understood. You want me to open the same file in Ubuntu, then copy.
Right.
Okay.
Sir, when I'm installing Ubuntu, it's asking me erase disk and install Ubuntu. Does this mean it will completely erase everything that's my OS or?
No, I think you must have chosen the virtual disk drive, right? So since you've used virtual disk drive, it will take free space from. It will take some storage from your free space. It will create a virtual drive, so it won't erase any existing data that you have. So you can go ahead and erase and do that.
Hello, sir. This is Ashutosh, sir.
Yes, those tell me.
Sir, while clicking on the start button, sir, in the virtual box error, it is saying, sir, failed to open a session for virtual machine.
Okay, that's all it says. Does it show any other error?
No, sir. So I'm not able to install. I'm not able to install it, sir.
Can you just show me your screen? Let me just look at it.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is.
Sir, here when I'm starting, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, it is showing this kind of error, sir. Failed to open a session for virtual machine 1 to 18.04, sir.
Can you click on details?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think the virtualization seems to be disabled. So this is Windows 10, right? So
yes, sir.
I mean, if you go to the last page of the document we shared, so there is and I think you can enable it in your BIOS. So we have given instructions how to enable virtualization in the BIOS. You can just check
Okay,
that.
sir. Okay, sir.
You might have
Thank
to
you, sir.
power off maybe. So yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is Sudhakar, sir.
Sir, I want.
Okay. Sir, please continue. Sunil Rao, please continue. I will ask afterwards.
Okay. Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I am install OpenFOAM in Windows 10. Can I say? Please check it. I want to share my screen.
Sure. Please do.
So it is installed or not?
Yes, it is installed.
Sir, when I open Ubuntu, it is only show this page.
Yeah, everything will happen in the terminal itself. So you don't have to worry about it. So everything will
Okay,
be
sir.
in this terminal. All the
Okay,
instructions.
sir. It
all
is
the
not.
commands.
It is not necessary again. I install VirtualBox or.
No. This should be fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Yeah. Someone else had a question.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I'm having the same issue. That's what I'm asking. Thanks. Actually,
okay.
I'm installing
Sudhakar.
Ubuntu along with Windows. So
Sure. So
will it work?
So this command worked for you, right?
Yes.
Then it's okay. I mean, if it worked and it showed that some version of OpenFOAM is installed, then yeah, you're fine.
Ashley, can I share my screen once? It
Yes,
says
please.
that you cannot locate the OpenFOAM.
Please.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
So what did I do wrong?
Can you just scroll up? Okay. I think there's some. So the first command has been wrong. I think.
Yeah. So I gave it like second time as O.
Okay, that O is capital O. It's not small o. So which is why I think the second command, that second time also it didn't work. So it's a capital O there. So you can just press up twice on your while you're on your terminal, twice or thrice. I'm not sure. Can you just scroll down in the terminal? Yeah, you can press up once or twice. One more. Yeah, you can just. You'll have to use your keyboard here. Now try the second command. There's an update command before that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it should be installed now. It'll take some time depending on your speed or network speed.
So
But
if
yeah.
everyone else had a chance to look, so there was a very small thing which was capital O instead of small o, correct?
Yeah, in this
So this
case.
is how sensitive this
Thank
is
you.
the case. So please make sure that you follow the installation guide to the T. Basically everything that you need to install is there in that PDF. If you just follow it along with the space, the case, everything. And there's also an FAQs, a list of frequently asked questions. So I'm sure one of your doubts must have been answered there.
So can I share my screen? Actually, I am facing a problem. My screen is looking very in Zoom.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Solve that.
You can share your screen now.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. Okay, so can you try changing that resolution? Does it work?
Actually, I'm not able to move towards the right.
Okay, you can just click on that. Just a minute. You open that settings.
Okay.
Choose something with lesser resolution. Go all the way down. There should be a, yeah, go to that 1280 times 960, the last one.
The last one, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And how it will apply, because I'm not able to see the that tab of apply.
You can try dragging this the top in apply changes. Try dragging it to the left or something. Does it work?
Okay.
You can see apply, right? At the top.
Yeah, I can see apply, but now it's.
Oh, what was that message? I didn't see that. So I think it will change automatically. You can choose.
Yes.
Keep.
So is the. Okay. So I think that one is the lowest.
Okay, there are even lower. Okay, you can try one of those.
Only. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
So all of you who have been able to successfully download and install OpenFOAM, you can please leave this meeting, join us back at 2 o'clock for the session on the Linux commands and the file folder structure. The rest of them who are still facing issues can please stay back. Yes, Mr. Raja.
Actually, ma'am, my installation process is halt because there is an invalid error is showing.
Okay, so, can you just hover your mouse over that invalid error? It should show the exact error that you're facing. Okay. Can you just tell us what that is?
Okay. Now you can see there is a invalid setting detected.
Can you just hover your mic over that error so you see that all down, all the way down?
This one.
Yeah, so right to your just a bit to your right, the icon of the error. Yeah, it should say start the virtual system. Okay, this I think. So were you able to enable virtualization in this case?
I think it's the same problem, sir. I think it's also the same problem of booting, sir.
Okay, it fixed your issue, did it? Or,
yes,
or are you still facing that same issue?
No, sir, I have not done yet so far because, sir, I'm attending the session, sir. In the lunch session, I'll do that, sir.
So
I've read that in the appendix A. I have read the.
I'm sorry, a very quick announcement before people start leaving. Please post. We'll post a link to your attendance now. Please make sure that you mark yourself present, and then you may leave if you want.
So Raja, you can see the appendix on the last page of the instruction sheet. See if yours is already enabled. If so, then we'll come back and check this again.
So I tried before, but it's not showing in the advanced setting. Okay. So that option is not coming. That written in the appendix A. That option is not coming. So it automatically I restarted it. I know.
So
I have two. I have actually, this is my laptop and I installed successfully in my desktop. Okay, the Ubuntu and 8.04, but I'm trying for my laptop. It is not working. I don't know why.
I think it might be a virtualization problem. So in the FAQs, we had given a list of BIOS. So depending on your laptop model and everything, your key to the BIOS will change. So we have posted it in the FAQs how to get into your get into BIOS and change settings there. So you can try that as well. So we have posted it in the FAQs, which should be on the second last page of the instructions we had shared. So you can check that as well. Is that okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Just a minute. Since you're already on the screen, in your host drive, so you just popped up a window, right? Okay, someone else had a question along with Raja. Who was that?
Sir,
Yeah, hi.
sir, while doing the installation process, during the last few steps, wherein we have to give the security key. I gave the security key, but it showed that the configuration has been aborted. So, shall I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Sir, what should I do after the screen?
Okay, I haven't seen this before.
This dialog box has been appearing when I gave the security key. After giving OK, it will come back to this page.
Okay.
The same page, the same dialog box.
Can you just disable the encrypt the new Ubuntu?
Okay, sir.
Go to install now.
Hello.
Okay, sir. I have to
Okay. Why does partition keep coming? You had given a virtual. What was that? A virtual disk drive, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you just go back to that portion, because I kind of feel that something might be wrong there.
Sir, I should go back to which page?
Just go back once more. Normal. Back again. Okay. Back once more. Okay, it comes before this, right? Okay, just go for install Ubuntu. Continue. Continue again. Okay. Just a minute. Let me just check the instructions that we had given if we use the LVM configuration or not.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. In the meantime, if anyone else has a question, you can obviously ask that.
Sir, I have a question.
Right, please.
This is Anil. Yeah, sir, I try to copy the link somehow from Gmail. It's successful, but later it is asking for a password. So I try to enter my password, but every time it is showing sorry, try again. So is any possibility that I can change a password or something here?
I think Divyesh can answer that better. Divyesh, do you know that?
I think the password you are entering is incorrect. Otherwise, you are able to enter
Hello?
into.
I cannot hear you.
Hello. Am I audible?
Sorry, sir. Come again. Yeah, now it's fine. Tell me.
Okay. So as
Hello?
I was saying, if you are able to enter into your Ubuntu machine,
yes,
and if you are not able to enter password into your terminal, then there must be a problem with your password. I mean, what you are typing. So make sure your password is correct.
But whatever I'm typing, I can't see here as a password. Whatever the letters I'm typing, I cannot see them, whether it is correct or not. But I particularly seeing each and every letter and I'm typing it carefully, but still it is showing sorry, try again. Because when I'm entering into the terminal machine,
if the password is correct, you will be able to move on to the next step.
But I could able to enter into the terminal, no? I mean machine, VirtualBox. I mean this Ubuntu machine. That time there is no issue. Only in this terminal itself I'm facing a problem.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
we have joined just late. Chem Collective workshop 3 days purpose. Is this 3 softwares are essential?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Have you joined in for Chem Collective?
Yeah, Chem Collective.
No, so please refer to your email. There should be an updated link. It is a WebEx meeting link. So you may please leave the Zoom meeting and join the WebEx.
Yeah, that's why we worried about that. Okay. Thank you. So this is not.
Please check your email. They should have sent you, the e-outreach team should have sent you the updated link.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shraddha, go for both encrypt and LVM. Check both of them.
Okay, sir.
Go to install now.
Sir, should I give overwrite empty disk space?
I think for now it's okay. Just go for install now. I think it might be in the configuration itself. So I'd suggest like power it off and try that again. So your volume which you might have given might have been wrong. So
Okay, sir. So should I start the procedures from the beginning?
Right from where you choose the virtual hard disk or something like that. There's that process. If I could, I'll just look at my sheet. Step number. Step number 15. So actually 14, where you are asked to create a virtual hard disk. So start from there and
Okay,
just see
sir.
if all the options you are putting is correct. And also if you're getting the same error, you can again come back and let us know.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
So may I
Sir,
share
what
the
ab-
screen, please? I just have a query. May I share the screen, please? I have just a query.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah, actually, I did with all the settings that was asked in the PDF. And I was just checking if simple form has been, open form has been installed. So this is the thing that is coming.
Okay, I think somewhere if you scroll up in your terminal, you have an error.
Wait a second, Ashley. You need to open a new terminal to check this installation. Just close the terminal and once again just check.
Okay, just open the new terminal and do this same.
Right.
Yeah, thank you
Write
so
the same command, simple form space -l.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So Divyesh, I think his hasn't been
Hello.
installed. So it said open form cannot be found or something.
Can I share
Hello.
one?
Hello.
Sir, I need one help, please.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Mahendra Ram, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I'm just sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So after in sixth step, so I typed this all in here, source OPT open form 780C bars, and here it is saying that save it and close.
Okay.
So from where I can save this?
If you see right on the left side of the close, on the top right, sorry. Sorry,
in this,
yeah, all the way to the right. You see a
right.
save button.
Okay, this is
And
can I close this?
yeah, you can close that.
Okay, so from here actually I'm not able to copy it. So is this correct? I have to write here only or somewhere else?
No, it is there. You're right.
You
You can also press Control S to save, and that should also work.
Okay, thank you. Then I have to close this.
Not that.
This.
The one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have done.
Now you can open a new terminal and check your simple form -help command to see if it's installed properly.
-help command.
Sorry, simple form -help. So I think we have posted that.
Can you repost it in?
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
Is it
Stopping.
simple form
Yeah.
space hyphen help, Ashley?
Yeah, it's a simple form space hyphen help. F is capital. Rest all are lowercase.
Sir,
And
please
Ashley,
post it in the chat box. I will copy from there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please do. Moving on, Mr. Flashio Kolako.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Okay, just share my screen.
Sure.
So the error I'm getting is it says all the steps is fine up till install, and while installing, right at the end it says unable to fetch some archives. The thing is, I had installed, this is the second time I was trying to install this OpenFOAM. It gave me the same error. While installing, the first few steps are fine. Up till install Ubuntu, it comes fine. Up till install OpenFOAM, it is fine. After that, when I'm installing, it gives me the error saying unable to fetch some archives, and it does not complete installing.
Okay, can you just show me by scrolling up which command you had typed?
Yeah. So up till this command get update, apt-get update, it works. Then the next was sudo apt-get update -y install OpenFOAM.
Okay, hit enter.
Divish, someone has suggested that they can do space dash dash fix dash missing. Will that help?
Okay, I'll try that. I have not tried it. See, all this works fine. It goes up to this, and then right at the end, it gives me an error saying that some archives cannot be found.
Usually that happens when you lose your internet connection or something in between. So that could be the reason.
All right, I'll try, give it a try.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sir, can you please check whether it is installed properly? I will share my screen. Shall I share?
Yeah, please. Yeah, yours is installed properly. Yes, it's installed properly. So this is to Rakesh.
Rakesh, I think yours is installed perfectly.
So someone else had wanted to share his screen as well. You can do that now.
Yeah, Mr. Anil Kumar Reddy, you wanted to share your screen.
Yeah, this is what happened actually. Still here there is no issue, but here it is asking for a password, but I keep on entering the password, but I don't know what is the issue.
Can you check if your caps lock is on or something?
No, it's off. Sure.
Okay.
Is it something? Usually when we press Shift and 2 simultaneously, it shows at the rate, right? But in this, when I press Shift and 2, it's showing some other symbol.
Okay, right. Can you press Control C in the terminal itself? Type gedit space sample. Gedit space sample or something like just a random name. Yeah, press enter. Now you type your letters, see if they're correct or coming out proper.
No, it should come at the rate. Here at the rate coming, but even I tried this also, but it is not showing it properly.
So this is your password, is it?
Yeah, this is my password. I tried this, but it is not. It's showing the same.
Okay, you can type that password in here. You can type it and then copy that and right click and paste it in your terminal. Once the password is being asked, see if that works.
I'm just pressing the same buttons.
Okay.
Whatever appeared there, no? I'm using the same buttons now.
Okay.
Hello. I think I know the issue. May I?
Yeah, please go.
Yeah, I guess the keyboard. I did had faced once the same issue. I guess the Shift 2 and Shift comma has been interchanged in the keyboard. It happens sometime. So instead of pressing at the rate, that is Shift 2, just press Shift comma, that is the double quotes.
I did that also.
Okay.
Is there any way
Uh, so Anil Kumar, why don't you copy from the gedit your password and paste it here?
Yeah, of course, that I can do.
Yeah, yeah. So go with that. After installing, you don't need to enter password in your terminal. That's one time thing only.
If I copy this, then that won't come, right?
So that you can, in your terminal, you can just press up and it should come. So if you open your terminal and if you have already entered that command in your terminal, if you open your terminal, you can just press up and your previously entered commands will show up there.
Yeah. Sorry, sir.
If you press, you can press Control C.
Control C.
Press up twice.
Press
up key. The
up arrow key.
Up arrow key. Once more. So you have to press it twice until you get that command. You can close this.
Okay. I'll try with that.
So this time it worked, right?
No. Huh?
Okay, you press Control C. So you open your gedit first.
Gedit.
Sample. Type your password. Copy it.
Control C.
You can just go to your terminal instead. So whichever terminal you were using last, it should be the first one on the list, all the way to the top. Press Control C. Press up. Up arrow key once more. Okay, I think you're in the wrong terminal. Yeah, press up twice. Yeah, now press enter. Now you can try Control Shift V or right click paste. Save the paste option in your gedit is working.
You want me to save?
So go to your text right after in the right below that. Now on this side, right below below the terminal, you have text editor. Right? Yeah. Press 1 minute. Press enter. Go to the next line and press paste whatever you had copied earlier.
It's that entire thing.
No, just paste whatever you had copied. It should be a password. I just want to check if. Okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe. Okay, I think something might be wrong with the keyboard settings. So while you were installing, so you were asked to choose some keyboard, right?
I chose a English UK. Is it different from English US, that keyboard?
I'm not sure. So sometimes, so it will be better. So there is a setting there to automatically detect your keyboard. You can try that. That might probably fix your issue.
Install everything.
Since you have, since you just started, you don't have anything saved, right? So I think a fresh installation will not be a problem for you.
Come again.
a fresh installation will not be a problem for you since you don't have anything saved on this Ubuntu. So you can try again. But this is not from the starting of your VirtualBox installation. It's from your Ubuntu installation, wherein you power on your machine and then start with the settings. So there you can choose the option to automatically detect your keyboard.
This one?
So right at the bottom, you will have something to automatically detect keyboard, where you chose UK version, right?
Automatically keyboard. In this, sorry. This is what you're talking about. Just a minute. This is what you're talking about.
Okay, since this already is configured, I think, yeah, you will probably have to start again. If you go to, can you just start your machine again? You have to close this first. It's already running, I think.
Power on?
Yeah.
Start.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this the crypt setup, it's new for me as well. So some people do face issue with that. So maybe this is what is
is it a
I mean, I haven't seen this. So usually it should be a free boot. So this error, it's not an error since you seem to have successfully enter the password there. But yeah, I think something might be wrong. It's not the usual way how Ubuntu boots up.
Okay. So what do you want me to do then? I just have to remove this and I have to start from the beginning.
Yeah, you can start from the beginning. So just this time choose the keyboard automatically. I mean, give the option as choose keyboard automatically. So that might solve the problem.
Where?
So that happens after you get to the installation. So once you get into Ubuntu, you will have two options: or try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu.
When I try to install this, that time it's I didn't find such option called like automatically detect this keyboard or something.
Just a minute. I'll just look for that one. Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Okay, so in this, so once you get an option like this, there, so you must have chosen UK, right?
Yes.
So instead of that, you can just click on this detect keyboard layout. Okay. So that might solve the problem.
Now, when I choose this, it is asking some letters to type actually, maybe for cross checking or something.
Maybe, yeah. So you can just go ahead with the instructions on screen and see if that works. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Just a minute.
Sir, one last question. So from here, how I can remove? It's on this one.
You can right click.
Directly remove?
Yeah.
Okay, then thank you.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir, because here it's asking me to please remove the installation medium and then reboot. So I did all the process. I did the copying and everything's done. The next stage is asking me to please remove the installation medium and then reboot. That is some kind of prompt is coming and asking me to do something like that.
Can you just share your screen?
Hi. Hello.
Yes, hi, Mr. Simon. I think someone was supposed to share the screen. If they aren't, then Mr. Simon, please go ahead and share your screen if you have any specific question.
I had one question. Let me check whether I want to share or not. Because I'm during installation of Ubuntu in VirtualBox, I'm facing error that installer is crashed.
Installer is crashed while installing Ubuntu or
Yes.
while installing VirtualBox.
No, while installing Ubuntu in VirtualBox.
Okay,
on,
can you
Windows 10
Windows
operating
10.
system?
Okay. Does it tell you why it crashed or something? Give an error message after crashing?
Yes, after it shows the problem type as bug.
If you can share your screen, that will be better.
Yes, I'm sharing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Close this error. What was that error that just popped up? Okay, can you just boot again? I think this happened while booting, right? Can you just boot again?
Okay.
Both the VirtualBox, virtual machine, sorry, not the entire.
So now what should I do?
Yeah, you can just start. Click on that start. So I think it's open in your, it's open, right?
Yeah, it shows this window.
Yeah,
Now
it is
I'm
that
on
window.
left.
Yeah, can you just open that?
This one?
Yeah, this one. So does it take very long or something?
No, not like that actually.
So it is booting up right now. Yeah, you can click on install Ubuntu. You can go continue here. Yeah, normal installation should be fine.
Before that, this one was an enable thing. Now it is in a default thing, right?
Okay. I think maybe it's because what version of, okay, this is 18.04.5, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just go for continue.
And then what about this?
Yeah, you can give erase disk. It should not be a problem.
Okay. No.
Continue. Yeah, I think you can choose. I think there should be something called. I mean, if you don't, you can just press continue or yeah. I mean, it's your choice. You were not able to reach this step last time, right?
No.
Okay, I think from here onwards it's pretty straightforward. So I think you can figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Ashley, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah, this is what I'm getting in this crash. There's nothing more happening in this.
So it's not booting up.
Yeah, this is what's happening, and I don't get anything else in this. It's circling it up. What's happening?
Is this your first try, or have you tried before as well, and you were getting some other error?
This is my first try. Actually, I didn't. There's nothing that's coming after this.
Okay. I think something might be wrong while you were installing. So try again from the start, and maybe so if your disk is corrupted, the whatever you have downloaded, you might get some errors, or it could take really long time to boot and then show the error. So it could be either of them. So I'll suggest that you remove this device, this virtual box, sorry, virtual machine, and then start from that Ubuntu installation again.
So what should I do right now to close this thing? And
Yeah, you can close this.
Okay.
How long have you waited, by the way, for in that stage? How long has the screen been showing that?
Around a half an hour, something like that.
Okay, yeah, then you can just power off the machine.
So can I power off the machine or save the machine state?
Yeah, power off and press OK. Or yeah, either way works because you are going to remove it anyway.
How do I have to start doing it from the first?
Yeah, so once this closes, you will have you will get to your virtual box, right? The virtual box window. Okay, now open your virtual box window.
Yeah, I have a virtual box window here.
That is the installation, or is it the? That's the installation, right? I'm talking about the installed one. I think it should be there in your desktop.
This one.
Yeah.
So now what should I be doing?
Okay, so all this, try to remove all this on the left side. You can right click and press remove. Yeah. Delete all files. Yeah, do that for all.
Okay. So then I'm going to do it for the first.
Yeah, then start from the beginning.
This as well.
Yeah, that as well.
So do the same procedure again.
Same procedure again, but before that, so you tried it a few times before, right? So all those times, what errors were you getting?
This was the only error. First time I tried, I got one error. I was waiting for a chance to tell you the error problem.
Okay, fine. So I'll say try again, and this time see if you're getting the same error.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
So,
yeah, ma'am.
Were you able to solve Mr. Simpson's question, Ashley?
Yeah, Simpsons. I think he must be done by now. So
okay.
Yeah.
And Mr. Mahendra Ram says that he still has some problem. He has shared a screenshot. I think Mr. Mahendra Ram, it has been installed. That's what Tushar has indicated. That OpenFOAM is installed for you. Okay, Mr. Simpson says it's working. Thank you. Okay, that's great, Mr. Simpson. If you want to leave, you can. Please join back at 2. Mr. Yogesh Shingade, if you want to share your screen, sorry, you can.
Yes, I'm sharing the screen. So I want to know that ParaView is working or not.
Okay, I think Divyesh can help better.
Can you first type simple form space -L?
Yes, it is here. This one.
Okay. You have installed OpenFOAM version 2012, right?
Yes.
I would suggest you go with OpenFOAM version 7 or 8. Do you have the command list?
No. I don't know how to see that.
Okay. So first open internet browser, any Chrome or something.
Yes.
And now go to in a new tab, type openfoam.org. Right.
Yes.
Go to download.
I should close this.
Right, close.
Download.
OpenFOAM version 8. Yeah, right. First one. Then
Yes.
go down. Now download, yeah, here at the download version 8 Ubuntu, click on read more.
Read more.
Right, it's okay.
Okay.
Now go down. Now follow this all the commands that is here.
In this window, should I copy
Right.
or follow it?
Right. Just
Okay.
copy these
Okay.
commands.
Okay.
So these problem commands you don't need to follow.
Which one? This installation problems.
Right. So these
Yes. Yes.
commands you don't need to follow. Other than
Okay.
that, if you are using WSL, you have to install Xming. That is another software that you will have to install. So go up after following all these commands.
Can you share the link?
Just go up.
Where?
Yeah, right. At the top in this window only. Just
New tab.
scroll up. Sorry, scroll up.
Okay.
Now go
Yes.
to download tab again.
Yes.
Then there is run on Windows.
Yes.
Right. Click on that. Now go down.
Yes.
Go down.
More.
Yeah, right. Go down. Right here. If you can see, download the Xming installer.
Installer, this one.
Right. So after that, you install this and read second and third points too. You'll have to launch that installer, and then you'll have to follow this command as well. Few commands: echo,
This below. Bash RC. This one.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So follow this procedure and you are good to.
Okay. So this OpenFOAM is installed in this.
No, you'll have to first go through those commands that I showed you in the Ubuntu version, then for Windows version command.
Okay, for Windows. Okay, I got it.
Okay, any more questions?
If you could please try this out, and we'll go on to the next person. Sorry, Ashley, were you saying something?
No, I was just asking if there were any more questions.
I think Mr. Arun Prasad wants to know how to check if Ubuntu is installed.
So are you using the VirtualBox, or what stage are you right now on?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Can I share my?
Sure, please go ahead.
1 second. Sir, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, you can just power on your machine first. You can just click on start. That should be not there. So you see new settings, discard and start, right? The green arrow.
Settings.
No, right to the right of settings, you see start. The green button start, the green arrow. Right.
Asked for restarting. So I have restarted my computer. So
okay.
It's okay.
Okay, it's let it just power on. So I think you had saved your machine before, so it's just restoring it to the saved state. Okay, so this error you're getting is the squash fs error. So that's because your Ubuntu installation download was corrupted. So in the step 2 of our of that instruction sheet, you had a link to download, right? So you must have had some problem with downloading that. So you will have to try that download again and then start from the initial configuration itself.
Okay. So I have to install.
Yeah, you have to download itself.
Where?
So we had given a link. So the step number 2 in your document.
So in the PDF document.
In the PDF, yes.
This one.
So
Download
this is completed. So the step 2 is not. So before you do that, you go back to your VirtualBox. Right click on your right click there, and you can you have to first close your existing window. So the one which is running right now.
Okay, I will close this one now.
Not that. So in your taskbar at the bottom, you will have a window running, right? Other than this VirtualBox window. I am not able to see that taskbar in my your screen sharing, but yeah, it should be there somewhere. The one which showed all the errors, right?
Right after your this Zoom meeting window, there is one more thing. Right.
This one.
Yeah, right. Close it. Okay, you have minimized it.
Go back to your VirtualBox again. You can just power off instead of.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can right click. Okay, it's still saving. So yeah, once it's saved, you can right click and remove and then start from that second step again.
Okay, once saved, I have to remove and then I have to reinstall.
Reinstall, yeah. So you will have to download again.
So reinstall from using this link.
Second link, yes. So that VirtualBox running, right? Step number 3, 4 onwards.
So it is saved now. So now I have to remove.
Yes. Delete all file.
Delete all file.
Yeah. Okay, so it's downloading. So let it complete and then.
Already I have downloaded and kept that can be used or.
No, so that is corrupted now. So you can, if you want, you can delete that folder now. So this should be saved as an _1 or something because it's the same name.
Okay.
So
this Ubuntu should be used. Huh?
Now you will have to use this Ubuntu. So you will have to check the name again. It might be _1 in this case.
Okay. So once I have installed Ubuntu, what I have to do regarding OpenFOAM? This
So once you've installed Ubuntu, you go to the first page and open your terminal. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
You can type each command one by one, and that should install OpenFOAM in your Ubuntu.
Okay, sir. Okay. So it will take some time to download Ubuntu.
Yeah, that's okay. You can just let us know if it didn't work.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Is there anybody else with a question, with a problem installing?
Mr. Flascio, was your problems all solved? And how about Miss Sushma? If you have been able to successfully install, you can please leave. It's 1 p.m. for lunch, and please join back at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Mr. Flascio.
Yeah, the thing is I tried installing it again. So I think there is a network issue with the college. So there might be some blocks put in place. Probably that could be one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's a very big reason for many of them. If you haven't been able to install, one of the biggest issue is internet connectivity. So please check when how the connectivity is, and then start your installation.
Yeah, so because it installs up to a certain point and then gets blocked. The same issue, unable to fetch some archives.
Okay, so yeah, that is, I think, an internet issue. But if there's any other installation-based issue for others, we please continue posting. If not, then you could please leave for lunch. It's 1 p.m. and we will see you back at 2. So for all the people who are still remaining, can you please post if you have successfully installed, or if you haven't, a simple yes or no, so that way we know how many people still need help with installation. So, Ashley, one Miss Jyotsna says she got the VirtualBox installed but doesn't know how to start with Windows. Could you help her? Miss Jyotsna, do you want to share your screen real quickly?
Okay, I think you'll need to click on add. Okay, which version of VirtualBox is this? Okay, you can close this. Is this some new version of VirtualBox, or is it the same one which we had mentioned in the instruction sheet? Is there any option called new? Yeah, go to new. Okay, yeah, from here it's what we had said in the instruction sheet. So you do have the instruction sheet, right? It was sent to you in the mail. It was a PDF document. Okay, it's kind of difficult to hear, but I think you do have it. So if you have it, so this right from this window, I'll just tell the number. That will be your step number 12 on page 5. So from there, it's you can just follow the instructions on the sheet and you should be able to install.
So what I will write here in the name section?
Yeah, you just need to give any name, random name. So we are given Ubuntu something. You can give the same name if you want. And yeah.
Like
so
Windows I can write.
Yeah, you can write anything. So this will be your Ubuntu machine. So
this one.
This whatever you are going to create, it will be your Ubuntu. And then yeah. So do you have that document open? You open the instruction sheet?
Yes.
So this one you will see is the step number 13 on page 6. So I posted that instruction sheet, link to the instruction sheet in the chat box. So you can open that, and on page number 6, step 13 is where you are at right now.
So Sanket, do you have any specific problem with the installation?
Yeah, ma'am.
Step 4 of OpenFOAM, he says.
Can you just show your screen?
Yeah, sure. I did this first 4 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth step, when I copy pasted, I got this last line here. Is it fine, or is there some problem is there?
So that's an error. So can you just go up to the first command you typed?
Yeah.
So in between that, the wget command, there is another command. I think it's before. It's after the wget command. So if you go to that document, right before sudo apt-get, so step number 2 had 2 commands, right? One was wget and one was add apt repository.
Yeah.
So you missed that add repository command.
Okay. Actually, what I done was I had copied both the things at one time and pasted. I should do it separately.
Both the things. It should work, but yeah, in this case, it didn't seem to have worked. But you can go ahead and you can just type the second command. Start from the second command, then type the get update, and then go to install OpenFOAM.
Okay, I can continue from here. No, I may not just start again.
No, don't type the first command again. Just go to the second command, and yeah.
All right, but I can continue from here.
You can continue from there. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Sure. I'm guessing almost all of you were able to install, and if some of you are still facing issues, you can try it over this period, and we will have a brief, review if everyone was able to install or not, or just after coming back from lunch. So we can talk more about that then. Okay, so I think we can leave the meeting for now.